I think now that I'm older and I realize that I'm doing something creatively for a living, that I get to write rock and roll music and perform rock and roll music, and really those are the only two things that I'm kind of required to do. I realize how lucky I am.
Everything that could go wrong on a first tour went wrong on that tour. Transmission dropped out of our vehicle. You know, we were starving half the time. It was really
no
hot,
AC,
horrible conditions.
You know, move to LA or do something like that. You got to go out of your comfort zone.
The idea with that is be happy, because I'm always happy. I can be happy in a closet.
How you like this festival so far?
I like that microphone. You know what? It's kind of making me uncomfortable. No, it's great, man.
It's like Voltron. It's like Voltron, man. Everyone plays a part of the body.
We're looking like,
you know, like he's the leg.
Trey used to work at Sister's Chicken and Biscuits. Somebody picks the chicken up, another fool breads it, another dude puts it in the oil, come out with the fine thing, and then the other homie puts the hot sauce on
and everybody eats it.
We are here. We have arrived.
You have any input in writing any of the music?
Well, with Ministry, yeah, I did. I mean, I'm still trying to get paid from it, but it's like I did worked on the last 3 albums with Al.
The way I got to where I am is, I'd say, solely based on the tools and the lifestyle in the punk and hardcore scene.
What I really discovered out of it and what it really did for me was it became a way for me to vent and get stuff off my chest and just kind of make sense of myself and the world around me.
Well, Swamp Sessions is definitely a good project for the Swamp House, and we like the way it sounds out here. It's a little different. It's very lo-fi in some ways because there's not a lot of enclosed spaces. Well, it just doesn't sound like a regular studio.
And that's exactly the way it ended up with Photoshop. I got to see Photoshop really early and started playing with it. And until this day, I helped develop it by being an alpha tester and dreaming of what else could it possibly do and what else would I want it to do. And it's been a fun ride all the way through it. And at this point, it's like, I just can't imagine anything else. They just keep coming up with stuff that it boggles my imagination. It's just, I then have to master it and see what else I could do with it. It just gets better and better. The next version is far beyond what the current version is. And the next one after that,
there's no telling it.
Yeah, it's what dreams are made of.
My wife and son get to go everywhere with us, so that's why I call it lifestyle. We travel around together, we live in different places. We're based in San Clemente, California. And I do a lot of stuff for surf industry, surfboards, wakeboards, skateboards, skimboards, and then clothes, a lot of advertising things.
One day I'm in Portsmouth, Virginia, presenting a lecture to 400 librarians about this work, Bridging Art and Science. The next day I'm running a chemistry symposium up in Richmond, Virginia, and I'm lecturing to chemists about the intersections of chemistry and art. And what I said to them, only art has this ability to go from librarians to chemists in a 24-hour period with the same message. I mean, it's powerful.
You know, in that whole time period, I was doing the first DAG record, the first Cry of Love record, the first 2 Corrosion of Conformity records. All at the same time. So working for Columbia was it was an honor to be able to have access to that kind of thing, to that machine.
To do this, sometimes you do what you have to do to do what you love to do. But I believe if you stay true and focused, the money will come, you know, in a way will present itself.
Hey, what's up? I'm TJ from the Nealy Deads. I'm Steve. We're here on Warped Tour in Charlotte, North Carolina. We've only got 2 days left. It's our second to last game. It's been really awesome so far. We're having a lot of fun.
It's so different, and it's like, it's a crazy thing because with Thursday, I would even write a song on guitar, but I would give it to them, put it in their hands, and they would make it 100 times better. And all the stuff that was boring and the stuff that I do all the time in my head, they would correct, and they would make it interesting again. They would change the tempo, they would mess with it, make the chorus minor. You know, they do all these adjustments that I wouldn't even notice. Like, I'd hear the song back and I'd be like, yeah, I'm an awesome songwriter. But now looking back, like, I see what they were doing. They were being like, well, that part's a good idea, but this part should be different, you know? And So now I don't have anybody to check me, and I'll be like, whoa, that's the third song I wrote in A minor this week. You know what I mean? Like, I see why a band was awesome for me, you know?
What's up, guys? My name is Vic, and I sing in Pierce the Veil. I'm Mike.
I'm Jaime, and we're in Pierce the Veil. Baby.
Yeah.
We all grew up together in New Orleans, and I was doing the COC thing, and Phil was doing Pantera, and we were both doing okay, and we got together, and Phil wanted to get together we were all home for Christmas, and we jammed one time, and first time we jammed, we wrote Temptations' Wings, and just kind of went from there. Just it was a side thing, just for fun. We kind of did to make a band that we would dig if we weren't in it.
They were the only friends I had, man. It's the only thing we could come up with to do. Just to go rent a storage unit, learn how to play guitar, make a bunch of noise, drink beer. That's how it all started. Literally, the only band I've ever played a legit show in my life. And here we are. Old as shit, no money, nothing. Welcome to the dream, kids.
This is Dixie Dave from Weedeater, and you're watching 3dot.com.
No
right.
Shit. So what's been going on with you lately, man?
Oh shit, what hadn't been going on with us? We've been busy as hell. We started this tour on May 5th, I think, in Belgium, and did 11 shows over there in 12 days, 7 countries or so, with King Parrot from Melbourne, Australia. Kick-ass dudes, man, great friends of ours now. After this, they're our brothers, we just did 6 weeks with them. So we did those 11 shows over there, flew home for a day, and then started the US leg of it, which was 27 shows in 28 days. So we've been moving.
Wow.
And this is the last show tonight here at home, and we are done.
Good job. Alright, so what you guys been doing lately?
Obligations over.
Nothing. Not a thing. We've been on baby break. It's a thing you do when human Earth life happens. People die, you have to take care of it. People are born, and you have to take care of them. People get married, and you have to take care of them. And that's what happens. And so we've been dealing with that for a little while. For 9 years and 7 months on this earth, we didn't do shit. We didn't have any of those problems. We rocked almost daily. And then we
I think me getting into the music industry was a very gradual, almost an accidental thing. I was a high school teacher, and when I was a teenager, I was playing guitar and all. I've been playing guitar and singing since I was a little kid. And I guess when I was a teenager, I had a sort of pipe dream of maybe being a rock star or something. And when I got out of high school, I started playing little bar and grill places, and I was like the human jukebox in the corner.
Hello, I'm Dango from Truckfighters.
And I'm also from Truckfighters.
And you're watching 3dot.mag. We're at the Carolina Rock Rebellion.
What's up? I'm Mikey from Islander, and I'm JR, and you're going to be bird watching with us today on 3dot.mag.
I listen to a lot of different stuff, but just because you're a rock guy doesn't mean like you listen to rock all the time. But for a kind of a new up-and-coming band, I really like the 3-piece band Kyng.
Yeah.
Man, I think they rock, man. They're an awesome band, kind of Sabbath, but great melodies and great musicians, man. I really like Kyng a lot.
In the riff, and something would stick, and if it didn't, we would can it, and if it did, we'd be like, oh, you'd see our eyes light up and be like, oh, that's the riff. And then go back home and start writing lyrics or melodies and stuff like that. But you always know when there's a good riff because everybody's face lights up,
Feel it. Pantera took us out on the road. It's how I got to know Dime and Vinny and the rest of the crew, and then we toured with Mudvayne. That's how I got to know Chad. And sometimes it takes a career, your whole lifespan, to find the pieces to your puzzle. You know what I mean? I think that I found the pieces to my puzzle with these guys.
A lot of the bands we like don't like us, basically, so we'll never get to play with them, but whatever.
Just focus on writing. That's the main thing. Writing songs, because there is no business if there isn't songwriting.
There's only one real advice, I think, and that is play live. Because this is where you learn. You can be fucking Yngwie Malmsteen in the rehearsal room, but if nobody hears that or sees that, what's the point, right? So any opportunity to play live is my best advice.